Howdy and welcome to another episode of Making Chips, brought to you by Sierra Steel Guitars. I'm Ross Shafer, your host. Let's get started. Today, we're making some stainless steel pivots. We're making for the knee levers. We're making them on my manual lathe, something you haven't seen in the videos yet. But before we get started on that, I want to introduce you to an old friend and something that has really inspired me and given me direction in my life. It's cold here in Northern California. I know, we're wimps in California, but when it gets to be 30 degrees and frosty in the mornings, I bring out this baby that I've had for 43 years. This is an awesome jacket. Why is it an inspiration? It's so well made. This baby has been a lot of places with me in those 48 years, and I'm the kind of guy that takes inspiration from this, and I try to apply that same quality to the things that I make and hope that they will last and give somebody joy for 40 years or even more. Anyway, let's start making some parts. I'm trying to productionize these parts a little bit. I only need a few, and I don't want to take the time to do the programming and setup on the CNC lathe for them. So what I'm doing is I'm starting out with a bunch of pieces of blank stock, and I'll be doing each operation on both ends of the stock so I don't have to change my tools so often while I put each piece in. You'll notice we got this blue marker here. That's to make sure this side of the stock goes in the same orientation in the chuck each time. That ensures that I'll be as concentric as possible by taking this in and out of the lathe while I do the different operations. So let's do a couple operations. First thing we're going to do is put a nice smooth face on this and index the tool to that face so I know how far I'm cutting in. And we do that by setting the numbers on this digital readout thing. I love my DRO. I can just read this tool here to know how far I'm moving the tool towards the headstock of the lathe. Here we go. Then we're doing a rough outside diameter for the first step. And I dial that to a number I've predetermined up here on the DRO. And I hit the automatic feed. And I watch the DRO here. And when it gets to close to 490, I turn off the feed and feed it by hand. That was just the roughing cutter. Now, I take a finish tool, and I pull this in to a predetermined point. Put it on auto feed. We're getting a nice shiny finish there. Nice curly cute chips. That's what we want to see. Get it right to the very end there. Pull it out. And voila. The first 1, 2, 3, 4 operations are done. Okay, well, we've got all our stainless chunks with the first few operations done. Now the next couple operations is drilling down the middle for the size to tap and cutting that little shoulder there. We'll go through all these, then we'll do yet more steps. First, a couple of big old rough cuts. Remove a bunch of material. Then we change the tools. Put in our nice fancy finishing cutter. Bring this little drill in here. And just like on the mill, we do some peck drilling. Keep things from heating up too much, keep the drill going as straight as possible. Ready for the next operation. All right, now we're just parting these babies off. Few operations done. There's still a couple more operations to do from the back side. Got to face it off, and then we'll tap it, and those babies will be done. We're going to come falling off here in just a second. Oh, I love machine tools. Better than a hacksaw. We're down to the last couple of steps here. I'm just going to face off this end to my precise height that I'm after, and then we're going to tap right down the middle of it, and these parts are done. Well, I finished a handful of pivots that'll get me taken care of for the guitars I'm building now. And I've got several other parts I need to be making in this lathe. We'll probably show you some of those too. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate you folks who are watching the videos. And I also, once again, want to wish you a happy holidays and the best of luck in the coming new year. Signing off from Sierra Steel Guitars.